Hi, and thank you for allowing us to send you this video. My name is Alex, and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how, by improving your website, you can get more exposure on Google, outrank your competition, and of course, get more customers. So, first things first, I have your website pulled up here, and the first recommendation that I have to suggest is to update your website. It seems a little bit outdated, and it has kind of outdated look. So when people are browsing, they look for something more, something that catches their attention, right? So besides that, you definitely need to add more content. When I say content, I'm not just talking about the images and the icons. I'm talking more about the text that your website has. So you can see here that there's nothing really going on, and that's probably why you're missing a lot of opportunities because let's take a look and see what you have here on grouping system, for example. You have just a little bit. Why is this so important? Because when Google analyzes your website, they read through all these text over here, and if they find something that is relevant uh, towards your industry, you're gonna start being found. Google to start being taking you in consideration, so you can start climbing those positions we can be fun. Um, that being said, when you add content, when you add relevant content, you have to include keywords that you want to be found for, and that will definitely give you more chances for you to be found on Google, right? So I use this tool called Ahrefs, and what this does, this allows me to see data that is being picked from your website um, based on Google criteria. So I can see that you've been found for 34 keywords and you have around 114 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned in your website, and this will give you power so you can be found. So think about this like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you become and more relevant you stay. Same principle applies here, with the difference that now links are created equal, so you can have hundreds and thousands of links, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you're going to be found for, you're not going to see the results that you want. So, um, just to explain really quick, what is a keyword? Keyword is a phrase or group of words that you want to have for that you provide. For example, metal roofing projects in New York, and we're going to see this here because I was looking at that previously. And you can see here that the skills are the ones that are being found. For example, spring roofing. That's not something really relevant, but it's being picked from your website because somewhere along your website, in some text or pictures, this is being mentioned. Same thing with this metal roofing, Rochester, New York. So this is very important because this is definitely something that is 100% towards your services, right? So you can see that there's 150 searches a month, and you're ranking in the second page. You're not getting any, just probably one visit a month uh, because of this keyword. Let's take a look here. This one, sheet metal Rochester, New York. There's 40 searches a month. You're on the second page, but you're not getting any visits as well. So you're missing a lot of opportunities. Let's see this one, commercial roofing, Rochester, New York. 50 searches a month. You're almost on the third page, and you're not getting any visits, even though you see that you're trying to rank. But the problem is that if you don't have that relevant content and those power links to help you climb those positions, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to start seeing those results that you might be hoping so you can increase your um, the popularity of your website. You can get more customers, right? So, for example, if we go to Google and we type the same keyword, then we go to Rochester, New York. The first thing you can see here is the Google Ads. This is where you pay every time somebody clicks on it. You gotta be really careful with this because if you don't know what you're doing, you can end up investing a lot of money and not seeing the results that that you may hope for. Then we have the map section, and because you've been in the industry so many years, you're ranking number two. So this is very, very good. So props on that. But again, if somebody starts trying to climb this, and if your profile is not optimized, when I say optimized, I mean it has to include relevant content. The pictures, they have to be optimized based on your location, and you have to interact with reviews, with questions, with quotes that Google gives you those tools so you can reply to potential customers. But right now we can see that of course you're rank number two, but there's no problem. So just keep it up with that. Then we have the organic results. So number one, we have this rockandroll.com. Then we have these guys number two, number three. And just for your reference, almost 70% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top three here and the top three over here. So that means that they will scroll all the way down and even go to the second and third page. So you might be missing a lot of opportunities because you're not here. And I'm going to show you why. Let's take a look and see why these guys are ranking number one. What would you need to actually start competing with them and see the benefits of being in this number one position? So we open their website, and let's give it a second. And you can see, of course, a little updated than yours. It has more sub pages. You can see that they have content here. They have these reviews. And other than that, um, nothing really solid when it comes to text content. So that can play in your favor because if you add relevant content to your website, let's say these guys have, I don't know, probably 300 words of content on the homepage. If you add probably 500 to 800 words of content, you can definitely start competing for that top position. Look at the back end of their website, they for over 433 keywords, and they have around 444 backlinks. Basically, they have a lot of backlinks, but they don't seem to be doing that much because the rating is still pretty low. So that means that if you would have good quality links, you can definitely start seeing the results that you may hope and start competing with these guys. But let's take a look and see the keywords that they're being found for each week. And there is metal roofing, Rochester, New York, the one that we were just seeing, 156 a month. And because they're ranking number, this is not a thing, but because they're ranking number one, they're getting 30 straight visits to their website. Those 30, they can be potential customers. So you can take, you can take advantage of this and you start climbing to the position. You can have some traffic going to your website as well. So that means that there's 30 people searching for this. I mean, 30 people straight into their website because there's 150 possibilities that people are looking for those services. Um, Residential metal roofing near me, probably that one is something that you might be interested in as well. 200 searches a month, they're ranking number two. You can see this is a huge, they seem that they put a lot of power into this keyword. They're getting another 27 visits straight to their website. Um, Rochester Metal Roofing, something that you might be interested in as well. 40 searches a month, includes around another 13. So if you do the math, there's a lot of visits to their website, a lot of potential customers. So what would you need to start seeing those results that you might be interested in having so you can increase the popularity of your website is have more relevant content. It has to be original because if you copy and paste, Google is going to notice. Then, if you want to power them up, you have to use definitely really good quality links, and that's where a marketing campaign comes into place. So, very easy to understand. To wrap things up, so I don't want to take too much of the time. Content and backlinks are really, really, very important if you want to have your website to be a powerful tool for your business. Once again, my name is Alex, and I hope you find this information useful. If you have any questions, please let us know.